and I would like to welcome you all to this wellness call. I've been taking Plexus supplements for over 2 years now, and I'm completely obsessed with all of it. I began promoting the products really because I was feeling so incredible and wanted the people in my life to feel the same. So, you are going to hear from four beautiful souls tonight. They each have their own story, but all have been impacted by simply getting gut healthy. I'm handing it over right now to the fabulous Carrie Bloom.
Oh, yep. Thank you. Okay. I unmuted myself. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Carrie Blum. I'm in North Carolina, and I'm a certified health and life coach and a Plexus ambassador. And I've been using the Plexus products consistently for 8 months now, although I've dabbled before then. And my whole life, I was always a relatively healthy person, but I did suffer from insomnia my whole life. But as I turned 40 and started my adult life, I realized that I was having some health issues creeping up. My weight fluctuated 30 pounds up and down, month to month, year to year. I experienced gas and bloating issues that I'd never had before. I had issues with inflammation, although at the time I didn't realize that's what was going on. And I was also suffering from constipation because I thought it was perfectly normal to only use the bathroom a couple of times a week. And I had horrible hormonal mood swings all of a sudden, which I had never suffered from in my life. So since being on the Plexus Triplex, I have started sleeping through the night, which is probably my biggest win. I feel lighter. I have more energy overall, and I've remained at a pretty consistent weight even during COVID, which I think is always a win. I have regular daily bathroom habits. Yay. And I feel so much less stressed and anxious. So I've shared Plexus with many of my friends, and I'm so excited to hear every week new stories, new results that they're having. I'm just thrilled with their results and how good they feel taking the products as well. So I know you're thinking, I've just met this girl. She's already telling me about her pooping and bathroom habits. And so that's kind of just part of my story. But I am going to dive into, as a health coach, a little bit about the science and a little background on our products. And then you'll hear some more fabulous testimonies from some of my good friends. So you may have heard the term gut health before, especially a lot lately, because the medical community has really been focusing research in this area because of the complexity of the gut. It really is important to your overall health. And so just if you're on camera or you don't mind jumping on real quick, we're going to do a quick show of hands. Raise your hand if you or someone you know has been affected by one of these things that I'm getting ready to mention. You can either go up and down or just hold your hands up. So thyroid imbalance, psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, celiacs, MS, cancer, Hashimoto's, Crohn's, lupus, type 1 diabetes, IBS or IBD symptoms. So either all those are either ourselves or someone we know has been affected by many of those different afflictions. And so now studies are really starting to show, especially the past 2 decades, that there is definitely a link between our gut health and your immune system, your mood, your mental health, those autoimmune and endocrine disorders that I just mentioned, your skin condition, and even, yes, cancer. So we use the term gut microbiome. And that refers specifically to the microorganisms living in your intestines. So a normal person has about 300 to 500 different species of bacteria living in their digestive tract. And while some of those are harmful to your health, many of them are incredibly beneficial. And so having a wide variety of these good bacteria in your gut can really help enhance your immune system function. It can help relieve symptoms of depression. It can help combat obesity, stabilize your blood sugar, and provide many other health benefits. So what happens when your gut gets out of balance, which most of us don't even realize, but we're walking around with unhealthy gut. There's two main culprits behind that. One is yeast overgrowth. So yeast occurs in our body naturally, but it can get out of hand. So really imbalanced quickly and can cause major things like fatigue, especially if you feel that like dip in the afternoons. It can cause weight gain, mood swings, and even allergy symptoms. So yeast overgrowth happens quickly. We don't even realize it. It happens very easily, again, very subtly, and can be caused by things like stress, increased sugar intake, taking antibiotics. So you've probably heard that before, but other environmental factors that you're exposed to. And that's why we have to constantly battle that yeast overgrowth by adding good microbes into our gut. So really help keep that balanced in that healthy environment. And so it will help your systems overall work better. The second culprit is insulin sensitivity. And here's why insulin, or we talk about balanced blood sugar, is so important. Your insulin is a hormone that's like the mother hormone of all of your body systems. Every single cell in your body depends on it, and it communicates with all the other hormones in your body. So think estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, your thyroid hormones, and cortisol. You've probably heard a lot about that lately too, because it's so vital to good body function. So that's why as a health coach, I try to move people away from diets and toward a healthy gut microbiome and a balanced blood sugar. So one of my biggest recommendations is to start off with replenishing your body with the antioxidants, your prebiotics, your probiotics, and other vitamins and minerals that your body is depleted of, again, probably without you even knowing. And that's why I like recommending the Plexus products. So after several consistent months on the products, we've seen amazing results. You're going to hear some of them tonight. Decreased thyroid medication, sleeping better, regular ovulation and periods, and having improvements in your overall menopausal symptoms, and yes, even weight loss. Your hormones are the keys to just about everything in your body. So balanced blood sugar is really, and insulin sensitivity is really essential. So where do we start? Let's talk products really quick, and then I'll hand it over to my friends and they can share what these products have done for them. So of course, our flagship product, our beloved pink drink. You may see us taking selfies with it. We love it so much. But there is actual science behind Plexus Slim. It is such a game changer. It has been clinically demonstrated to help with weight loss but it is about so much more. It really does do a great job of balancing those blood sugars, giving you energy. It curbs sugar cravings and other cravings too. It burns stored fat in your body and balances cholesterol and lipid levels. It is simply life-changing. There's some key ingredients that are just amazing in here you won't find in other products. The chromium helps aid in digestion. It helps lower bad cholesterol, raise good cholesterol. It moves blood sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy. It also has chlorogenic acid, which is an antioxidant. As I've mentioned, those are important. This one is extracted from the green coffee bean, but has less caffeine than a decaf coffee. So I can literally drink this any time of the day. I love it in the afternoon when I'm feeling kind of that energy dip. So it also helps decrease the and guide the release of glucose into the bloodstream. It's a powerful antioxidant and it neutralizes free radicals. It also has alpha lipoic acid, which is another great antioxidant, which helps lower cholesterol, convert glucose to energy, and helps fend off inflammation, as you may hear a lot of people have suffered from. And then finally, Garcinia cambogia is a special fruit extract from Asia that naturally suppresses the appetite. It also decreases some of the fatty deposits in your belly. I know we all love hearing that. But one of my favorite things about it is it increases your serotonin levels to improve your mood and sleep. So that's the Slim. Real quick, ProBio 5 is the second product in the triplex. This is all about where this great pink drink is all about improving your insulin sensitivity and balancing blood sugar. This is really attacking that unhealthy gut and replacing the unhealthy microbes with good, healthy probiotics. This Probio 5 is enzymes and probiotics you will not find on the internet or in any ingredient list at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or on the store shelves. It's just truly unique. It helps keep that intestinal yeast in balance, supports your healthy intestinal tract, promotes that healthy bacteria, and balances the pH levels in your gut. So anybody who's suffering from an unbalanced gut really could use this product daily. And then finally, my personal favorite, the BioCleanse. So this is another great product that is gentle. You can take it daily. If you don't eat perfectly as you should and exercise daily and are living the perfect balanced life, then this is going to be your great little helper. This is going to gently cleanse out everything in your intestines and help you get your body back on track. So again, you're replacing good probiotics, bad probiotics with good ones, and then you're flushing out anything your system doesn't need with the BioCleanse. Like I said, it's gentle. It contains magnesium, which I think somewhere between 75 and 85% of us are deficient in already. But this just really helps get that intestinal tract going. It reduces gas and bloating, which I noticed was a huge helper. And it really does help with me. For me, it helps with the combination of sleep and mood stabilizing. I can't live without my triplex. So I may not eat healthy every day. I may not exercise every day. Yes, even being a health coach, but I definitely take my triplex every day. And so I'm going to hand it over now to Kaylee, my sweet friend, and she's going to share a little bit about her story.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. I think you just taught me some things. And I'm actually really glad that you mentioned a couple of the things that, the big differences where we see the triplex really working, because that's how it has impacted my life personally. So my story, and I'm going to try to keep this condensed and short, but my story began 9 months ago when I started taking the products. I had just come off of a sinus surgery. So I had been sick for about 6 months. And I was on antibiotic after steroid, followed by more antibiotics. And like Carrie was just saying, that buildup of yeast in your body is bad, right? And it causes all of these things to happen. And all of these are imbalances in our bodies. And for women, especially, that yeast buildup can cause consistent yeast infections, which are not fun. So finally, at the end of January 2020, I had sinus surgery where they had to put stents in each one of my sinus cavities, clean all that stuff out of there. And he had to fix I had a deviated septum. So he had to fix that as well. Well, as you can imagine, after a 3-hour sinus surgery, it took some serious recovery time. So, and COVID had officially hit the US. So I was doing some serious quarantining because I was scared. I had raw sinuses and I didn't want to go anywhere. And even after I had my surgery, end of January, my last antibiotic was prescribed in April because my sinuses were finally now open, and they wanted all of the infection to be able to drain out, which it did. But I cannot explain to you how inflamed my whole body was. Like, the inflammation was out of control. On top of that, I have PCOS and IBS. So a year prior to my surgery, I had been diagnosed with PCOS. And a couple of the big things with that are and insulin deficient. So an imbalance of your insulin. So that was like a big thing that Carrie just talked about. And then infertility because of the imbalance of hormones because of your insulin resistance. So at the age of 29, I was finding out that I had this. And so I set off on this journey to find every way that I could to be able to bear, carry, and have children, because I want like a basketball team of kids someday. So I had tried special diets. I was on metformin for a while, on and off metformin several times. I had tried specific workouts, like doing things that would cater to my body's system. Instead of cardio, I was doing HIIT, and I was playing a lot of volleyball because it mimics HIIT workouts. And I was trying different kinds of supplements to hopefully try to support my system, and nothing really made a difference. I didn't notice much. And then I got sick. And so I couldn't tell what was my, I couldn't tell what was my PCOS or my sickness. And then my body was just so confused. So finally, in June of last year, I thought, you know what? What do I have to lose? Let's do it. Like, I feel like I fall under the category of all this stuff. I knew my gut was so messed up after having been on all those antibiotics. I told Jen, I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just see. And I will tell you, I will never go back. Never, never, never will I go back. Some things that I didn't realize how much the PCOS was affecting my body and how much the antibiotics affected my body. Like, I could get emotional about it because I've always been a terrible sleeper, and very light. I was finally sleeping through the night. I could eat literally, I could sit down and enjoy a salad and know that I wouldn't get bloated because my IBS, I was just so sensitive. My GI tract was all sorts of jacked up. So the bloating went away. The inflammation was gone with it. I would absolutely within 30 days, like even within 2 weeks, I was noticing a difference in my face just because all the inflammation and the yeast that had built up from being sick and on antibiotics just did that to me. And I think the biggest, hands down, the biggest, most awesome thing that I'm excited about is that I had blood work done last June before I started Plexus. And I just had some blood work done in January. And in those 6-7 months, the three biggest things that you look for PCOS are your glucose, the cortisol level, and then the testosterone level. All of them, she said, were beautiful. In fact, my testosterone level dropped from 59 to 39. And that's huge. So in 6-7 months, and I attribute that 100% to Triplex. I just like, I cried that day with her because I know that this has set me on the direction to finally become a mother, to finally be healthy, to find that balance, and hopefully just continue on the right track, get my weight, in a healthy place to where my cortisol will balance out and I'll be at a healthy level. But I just can't say enough. So like the 3 products that Carrie just introduced, every day, every single day, I do not miss it. And I don't want to miss it. And if I even get like to 10 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I haven't had my Slim, I go grab it. The only other product that I've really started leaning on is Active, and that's just because life has gotten a little bit busier. So I love Active too before a workout in the afternoon. It truly is clean, healthy energy. So thank you so much for listening. And I hope that, you can resonate that you can resonate somehow with my story. And I would absolutely love to talk to you if need be. And with that, I will hand it over to Jen.
Hello, everyone. Please tell me you can hear me. Oh, okay. Okay, I was having some technical difficulties. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Lupinacci. I live in Moon, PA, which is about 20 miles north of Pittsburgh, PA, the Steelers, Pirates, and Penguins. My story basically started when I was 13 years old, and I had a skin condition that was called tinea versicolor. It's a fungus that grows on your skin, and I had battled that till I was 44 years old and tried creams, tried different things, couldn't get rid of it. Had two ladies, a parent of one of my students, I'm a special education teacher, and a parent of one of my students kept saying, you got to try this stuff. And I'm like, please leave me alone. I don't want to try it. And you got to try it. And I kept seeing weight loss. I'm like, I don't want to lose weight. But at the same time, I was praying. It was so ironic because I was praying for something to help me. And people were reaching out to me. And I was like, please, I don't want this stuff. I don't need this stuff. Which looking back was very strange to me. So around 44, my skin, with it looking the way it did, I would be embarrassed to wear short sleeves, bathing suits, anything. It started to itch. And I kind of attributed it to drinking beer or whatever. And I tried to cut those things out. So eventually the woman, a friend of mine, Tina, sent me this pink drink. And I'm like, I don't want this. I threw it out, threw it in a drawer, threw it somewhere. I couldn't find it for a while. I thought, okay, I'm going to try this stuff. So I swear we messaged probably 1,500 messages back and forth because I was so skeptical about the stuff. I wasn't interested in the stuff. Anyways, I get it on my birthday, 2016. 10 days later, my skin cleared up. I took pictures. I was amazed at the stuff. I didn't mention, I always had sugar issues. Like I loved sugar. I loved to eat donuts on days where, people would bring them in for school or whatever, but I would always get extremely dizzy. The pink drink immediately changed my cravings for sugar. Like as other people have said, I had more energy. I could sleep better. I had to keep up with 3 kids. It just, everything changed. And I was amazed by the whole thing. Then enters my son having an issue where it's an anxiety disorder called trichotillomania. It's when you pull out your own hair. And it was very difficult to go through as a parent. And I, again, thought, what can I do for my son? A lot of people suggested medication. I decided I was going to try the pink drink, give him the pink drink, little probiotic, and it tremendously took the edge off. His hair started growing back. The anxiety started going away. And I was sold. Okay. So fast forward to 2020, May of 2020, and my son now is type 1 diabetic. So, I don't know if I want to give him this stuff. Well, just tonight, and this was what I was going to come on here and just tell this story alone. Just tonight, his sugars kept dropping all day long. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I honestly don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. Well, I said, please just drink some of the pink drink. I said, it balances sugars, just drink some. And his sugars came up slowly and had been balanced ever since. It almost sounds too good to be true. It almost seems like, okay, what the heck is going on? But there really is something to this. And not only has it helped me, but it's helped my son with 2 conditions. My daughter takes the vitamins. My other daughter's starting to get the skin condition. I gave her the probiotic. It's going away. I just want to say to you guys, be open to it. Try it. There's a money back guarantee. It's very easy. That kind of turned me off before, but it's very easy to do. You just call them up. They tell you to give your products to someone else to try. It's a great company, quality products. And, I even recommend it for my students and talk to the parents about it. So there's a lot of good things happening with these products. And I thank you as well for letting me speak. And I'm now going to turn it over to Susie Freitag.
Hey everybody, I'm Susie Freitag. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I started my Plexus journey almost 3 years ago. And as usual, I'm feeling choked up because these stories get to me. And I'm so happy for everybody who's here because while I don't have what these other ladies have, my life has changed so much too. And there is no denying, as Jen said, that there is something to this. So when I started this, I was your average 49-year-old menopausal mama. I was a couch potato, a coffee drinking. My nickname was Sid the Sloth. My kids called me that because if I wasn't at work, I was on the couch. I was napping. I was tethered to a coffee pot. I had severe migraines for 3 days at a time. Always had cystic acne since I had my first miscarriage in my early 30s. And I just felt like garbage. My husband and I lost 3 out of 4 of our parents at young ages. By the time we were 40, 3 out of 4 of our parents were gone. So I just figured I was not going to age well. And I was going to the dermatologist for my skin issues. I was seeing a doctor for anxiety. I was going to a doctor for menopause, and I was seeing my general practitioner for the migraines. And nothing was getting better. And meanwhile, I'm gaining more weight. I'm blowing up, and I feel like my kids are getting ready to leave the nest, and I'm a pile of poo. And I didn't want that to happen. So I thought if I could lose 10 pounds, maybe I would get the motivation to exercise. Maybe I would get the motivation to eat a salad. And what happened is I bought these products and my body started healing on the inside. And boy, I needed some detoxing because I had a lot of yeast overgrowth. So if after this call you Google Candida yeast overgrowth, just know that those symptoms are what I had and I didn't know. So anyway, fast forward a few months after I started, all of a sudden I'm not needing that 3rd cup of coffee. I hadn't had a headache. I didn't need to take a nap. So slowly but surely, I felt like someone turned the lights on the inside when no one was home, and it was a really dark place. So to date, I am 52. I've lost 14 pounds. I'm back at the gym. I don't take naps anymore. I don't have to wear my middle-aged mom shirt that I keep to remind me that is really like a dress. You know, it's that tunic that hides everything. I keep this to remind me of the progress that I have made. And I love this community. And I just want to let you guys know, like, the tears are real because we love each other so much. This is the most supportive community. And you have been invited here because someone really cares about you. And we all care about you. And so I'm going to wrap it up. And I tend to talk too much. Look at that, Yvonne. It's 9 o'clock. I got that story out fast. Anyway, this month, I will just tell you, is a great, from now to the 15th of the month, we have a lot of amazing specials and a super low joining fee, free shipping. And I would just say, you know, get your questions answered. Ask questions. It's good to be skeptical. It's good to question. We want you to know, like, what this is all about. We want you to take these products to have a life-changing result and to be part of our tribe forever. So for that, we're willing to be very patient with you. And so I just want to thank everybody for speaking and sharing your stories tonight. And thank you very much. And everybody have a wonderful evening.